Hello everyone and welcome back to Remote Only Hub, where I help you go remote and get unstuck. In this week's video, we're talking about 5 fully remote jobs paying over $20 an hour. So let's get into it. Alright, so the first company I have for you guys today is through ShipBob, and they are somewhat of a 3PL, so a third-party logistics, and they offer global fulfillment and warehousing of products for e-commerce sellers. And down here it just kind of breaks down simply what they do. So you can connect your e-commerce store, import your products, and then send your inventory to ShipBob. They will store it in a combination of their fulfillment centers, and then as soon as a customer places an order, they'll ship it from the nearest fulfillment center. So kind of similar to Amazon. When you send inventory into Amazon as a seller, they will kind of blow up that inventory across the US to allow that inventory to be closer to customers when they're placing orders. So here's some of the websites or platforms that they can connect with. So we have Shopify, Wix, WooCommerce, Salesforce, Amazon, Square, and Walmart. So let's really quickly get into the jobs. I know that's kind of what we're all waiting for. So we're down at the bottom here. We're going to click careers, click see all open positions. And from here, what I am actually going to filter out for is remote US. So on the left-hand side here, there's remote United States. And here we are, the merchant care support agent. And so they have quite a long list of states here that they do hire in. California's included, and New York. So I know there's lots of jobs that don't have those 2 states included, so there they are. And so in this position, you will be the merchant care support agent responsible for answering questions and resolving issues for their merchants, primarily through phone, email, and chat support. You'll utilize all available SOPs, tools, and resources to ensure an exceptional merchant experience on every interaction. You'll manage different workflows, case and task management via inbound and outbound phone calls, as well as some support, email, and chat. And you'll creatively solve merchant issues that arise that may be outside of the standard SOPs. And finally, you'll need to be able to manage multiple systems and applications and communicate quickly and effectively to internal and external stakeholders as well. You'll need at least 1 year of experience in a fast-paced merchant or customer support role. You'll need to be familiar or experienced in strategic problem solving through the use of SOPs, all available tools and resources to inform and support critical outcomes and creative solutions on behalf of their merchants. And so down below here, they do have some of their benefits with the pay, $28,000 to $47,000 a year. However, if you were to request $42,000 per year as your desired salary, that would put you at about that 20 per hour range. And then at the top end, at the $47,000, you would be looking at roughly like $22.60 an hour or $23 an hour at that top range. Be prepared to negotiate that salary above $40,000 when you're interviewing for this position. Alright, and with that, let's move on to our next role. And that will be through the company called SeatGeek. And they are a platform where you can buy and sell tickets to shows, concerts, and sports events. And one of the things that I like about SeatGeek is that you can search by your city, you can search by cities you're going to, and you can search by team, artist, event, venue, really anything. I mean, they have every sport up here, all different types of music from popular artists, and the top shows as well. The other thing that I like about SeatGeek is they have a buyer guarantee. So although these are sold by like a third party, these tickets aren't sold straight from SeatGeek. SeatGeek is just the platform in which these like third party sellers can sell their tickets. They still provide a buyer guarantee with these. So that guarantees that you're going to have a valid ticket that's delivered in time for the event, and the tickets that you receive will be the same as what you ordered. So let's move on and talk about the roles. And so from their main page, we're actually going to have to scroll all the way down to the bottom here, as we usually do, to get to the job section. And this is perfect because we don't even have to filter out for anything. It's actually right at the top. So it's the customer service event expert role. And so they say, as a member of our customer experience team, you'll be the voice of SeatGeek to our customers. You'll resolve customer issues through a high volume of customer contacts, phone, email, and chat. And you'll need to stay in the know about SeatGeek's latest features, their enterprise clients, and SeatGeek ticketed events. The customer experience team assists users 7 days a week, 365 days a year, so some holiday work is required, and you must be able to work weekends as well as one of the following 8-hour shifts. So these are both in Pacific Standard Time. One is 12 p.m. to 8 p.m. and the other is 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. And again, down here under the what you'll do, they talk about handling those customer support tickets through email, chat, and phone. You'll need to have some familiarity with tools like TalkDesk, Zendesk, Slack, Google Business Tools, GitHub, Looker, Jira, and more. And then something else important to note here is that you will have to be somewhat of an empathetic person. I know that sounds like kind of a common sense when you're in customer support, but what they're trying to point out here is that purchasing tickets for an event or a show that literally only happens like one night or is the one time that that artist or that team is playing is going to be way more important and highly emotionally kind of escalated than if it was just like something you bought on Amazon. So that's kind of the point that they're trying to make here, is that some of these tickets that customers are buying for these events are in the thousands of dollars and are kind of a once-in-a-lifetime ordeal for some people. So that's where you would have to be very in tune to being empathetic and understanding and really being like an active listener when things go wrong with somebody's ticket. So that's all I'll mention on that one. Another thing to note here is that they do talk about a bachelor's degree. However, they don't mention that as a requirement, just says it's a plus. And they also want you to have strong communication skills and the ability to carry on a conversation with anyone, even somebody who's maybe pissed off. And then also the ability to keep a level head so you don't get easily flustered. And then as far as their benefits, again, it's 100% remote. They do provide a work from home stipend so that you can get your office set up. They have flexible paid time off, a 401k match, and they give you an annual subscription to Headspace, Ginger.io, and One Medical, a $120 a month stipend to spend on tickets to live events, and an annual subscription to Spotify, Apple Music, or Amazon Music. And so that's a really nice benefits package for this company. I was kind of impressed, especially since they also offer $21 an hour for this role. So if you're interested, the application is right below. Looks like a fairly straightforward application process. And with that, we will move on to the next role. The next company is called Hotel Engine, and they are somewhat of a booking software for business travel. So larger companies, smaller companies, not really for just like your average person looking to book a vacation, but this is more business travel for employees. So somebody that is responsible within the company for booking all of the company's travel, they would use a software like this. So you can read more about what they offer in this section, but I'm going to continue scrolling down here. We're actually going to go straight to the bottom, hit their careers page. And if you want to see what they're all about, you can click on check out our DNA, and I'll actually reference this again later when we get to the application, because they do have a question in there that you will have to come back to this spot. And so when you click on this, it will actually just take you a little bit further down the page here to their our DNA section. So again, you'll have to look through this when you actually go to complete the application, but we will go straight to view open position. And the role that I want to point out is the member support associate. It does say Denver, Colorado /remote, but that's only because their headquarters is in Denver, Colorado. But this is a fully remote role. And before we actually get into like the responsibilities of this role, I'll quickly scroll down because this is the part of the application where you will have to go back to that Hotel Engine DNA, because they do ask what component of Hotel Engine's DNA do you identify with most and why. So they do have that like longer form question in there that you'll have to answer as part of the application process. I do feel like that's fairly important, so make sure it's a really good and well thought out answer and that you've really read through those components of what they say is their DNA. Let's get back up to the role here. And it says, we're looking for passionate candidates with a natural empathy, positive tone, and a love for the customer experience. Hotel Engine Associates work closely with all clients from individuals to hotel suppliers and even our API integration partners to resolve any and all detail changes. You'll collaborate with members via phone, email, and chat to manage current reservations. You'll confirm with hotels that proper billing procedures are being followed and that members have a seamless experience with the reservations. You'll need to communicate internally and externally in order to resolve issues. You'll process refunds and work across multiple online portals. And so in there, what we're looking for, pretty standard stuff. The only thing I'll point out is that they do want you to be a quick learner, ready to grasp their systems, processes, and procedures, able to work on multiple different projects simultaneously while continuing to provide quality work. And it is a plus if you have experience with travel booking software and Salesforce, and if you have previous experience working in the hospitality industry as well. And for the shift, they do mention that they support members 7 days a week, so the position requires flexibility, including nights, weekends, and holidays. And they do say don't apply if that's not appealing to you. In addition, the shift that they have available is Saturday through Wednesday, 12 p.m. to 9 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. However, it does mention they have multiple shifts for this role that just aren't available currently. As far as pay for this role, you're looking at $20 an hour, plus a bonus of up to 15%. And in addition, they have stock options, medical, dental, vision, with the dental and vision being paid at 100%, a 401k with a match, unlimited paid time off, plus 2 days paid each year to volunteer at your favorite nonprofit. So some great benefits there and potentially really great pay through their performance bonus structure. But again, make sure that you take some time to really look through their website before applying. To their question down here of what component of Hotel Engine's DNA do you identify with most and why? And with that, let's move on to the next role. So the next company I have for you today is Truckstop, and they're actually an incredible platform for truckers who maybe have their own company or are their own boss, owner-operator situation, because there's an app with Truckstop. You can actually pick your own loads. So with this, the owner operator or the person running their own trucking company, they don't have to waste time with loads that are too far or that aren't paying enough. They can see exactly how much they're going to get paid. They can see exactly how long that trip is going to be. This makes a great option for truckers who maybe want to be home every night or just want to plan out a whole month's worth of hauls. And so they have a couple different plans here: basic, advanced, and pro. So you can read more about the Truckstop platform through all of these different links here. However, we're just going to keep scrolling down here to the bottom and hit the careers tab. Hit view openings. And as far as typing in or filtering, you can type in customer support representative. And right at the top here, we do have our role. This position spends more than 75% of the workday in direct customer contact via telephone, email, and chat. You'll resolve product or service problems by clarifying the customer's complaint, determining the cause of the problem, selecting and explaining the best solution to solve the problem, expediting correction or adjustment, and following up as needed to ensure resolution. In addition, you'll verify company information via governmental websites and company policy in order to set up and maintain accounts on a daily basis. You'll troubleshoot with the customer over various issues, but you can always forward the call to Tier 2 tech support if you're unable to assist with some of those more technical complaints or issues with the website or anything technical in nature. And finally, you'll analyze existing insurance documents and data To determine if the new insurance documents require updating, you'll review the insurance data for deficiencies or errors and make proper verification as needed, and you'll contact insurance agencies and carriers to obtain updated certificates of insurance. So this will be both inbound and outbound contacts that you'll need to make within this role. They're requiring only a high school diploma or equivalent. A minimum of 2 years experience in a similar role is preferred. You'll need to become an expert on their product and their system with the ability to navigate multiple systems at once. And while there isn't any pay listed, I did pull it up on Glassdoor. Their median range here is $57,000 a year, which puts this role right about $27 per hour. But even on the low end of this range at the $46,000, you're still making about $22 an hour. And our last job today is through the company called Branch, and they are a payment solution for businesses and workers. They have an app, it's free for business and easy to launch. They highlight their instant payments for businesses in the healthcare industry, restaurants, and in last mile delivery. So they have some featured companies down here such as Uber, Fleetners, Domino's, and more. And they also offer a great solution for 1099 contractors, so independent contractors, as well as W-2. And so the role we're going to look at today is the customer support representative. So as a customer support representative, you will be responsible for inbound phone, email, and chat. You'll use software and programs such as Zendesk, Slack, Jira, Confluence, and internal troubleshooting tools. You'll help customers navigate the Branch app, and you'll identify, troubleshoot, and communicate emerging trends and patterns, likely escalating those to upper management, various departments, possibly IT. All they're asking for in this position is that you have previous customer support experience, 1 to 3 years experience with a support ticketing system. Zendesk is preferred, but they also are looking for competitors such as Salesforce, Desk.com, Customer, and many others that they have listed there. And while again, there is no pay listed for this job, we've pulled it up on Glassdoor, and the pay ranges from $49,000 to $72,000 a year with a median range of $59,000. But even at the lower end of that role at $49,000, you would be looking at roughly $23.50 an hour. And so that's the last job that I have for you guys today, but if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe because I do post videos just like this every week, and if you're looking for a remote, entry-level, or mid-range job, you won't want to miss it.